Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
What are you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you so much for watching our show. Say hello to my co-hosts, my studio audience. Fabulous. I'm doing okay today. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. So, can we talk? Phaedra's ex-husband, or soon to be in my mind, Apollo, Nida, is in some serious trouble behind bars. Well, according to our friends at Radar Online, he was caught using a smuggled cell phone. Now, Phaedra is not part of the smugglization. Neither is the president or vice president, their children. So because of this smuggling of the cell phone, he was transferred into from general population to maximum security for 18 months. Now, mind you, he's already in a family-friendly prison in Fort Dix. Originally, Apollo was in Kentucky in a more secure prison. But they transferred him to Jersey, to Fort Dix, and we all thought that that was, well, okay, you know, a soft prison term. But Apollo, here's the deal. If you know you are a reality star person, then why would you do anything weird? Because you know everyone is looking at you. Your fellow inmates, the wardens, everyone is looking at you to mess up so that they can, well, have a story for Hot Topics. It was just bad judgment, and I don't know who smuggled the phone, but my thing is, you guys at the prison, why don't you dust the phone for fingerprints and figure out who was holding it? Now, he's still on social media, Twitter, Instagram, the whole bit.
There's one right there.
There's someone still posting for him. So maybe that someone knows something about this phone being smuggled. Either way, it's not a good look. Although, solitary confinement. Being the homebody that I am, 18 months. That's a little long. But there's nothing wrong with a little solitary confinement for any of us. Just, to get in touch with ourselves. So, Apollo, you were dumb for that. And then they're in Fort Dix in South Jersey. Joe is there. And Joe has been there for 2 weeks. And he also apparently has been moved already to maximum security. Oh, well. You know why? Because he did something that a lot of us would have done the night before going to prison. He went out and got dumb wasted and like, cause to me, like if you're gonna go to jail, what are you supposed to do the night before you go? Like, I would go out and then have the paddy wagon pick me up. like, like, pick me up at the club and take me right to the hooshgow. Okay? Let me just get through this. But apparently he did arrive, reportedly, like out of his mind, and he was also acting belligerent. Now see, that's where it gets, very dicey. I guess maybe don't you know who I am, or, get off me, get off me. Orange, this is not my color. And so I do blame Joe because he was supposed to stop at a certain point, to the point where he was just a little nice, not acting belligerent. So people are thinking in the prison that he's, throwing his thumbs up at the legal system, so they threw him in maximum. Oh well. Let me ask you though, how many people here would go out and party the night before? Yeah. I think that's a normal occurrence, but when you get to Don't You Know Who I Am, that's a whole nother level. So too bad, Nida, or Nida, you, and too bad, Joe. Sorry. So Courtney Cox and her boyfriend, her fiance, they split up and now they're back together, allegedly. Well, his name is Johnny and he plays for a band called Snow Patrol. And they split 4 months ago, but now they're back together. And just because you get back together doesn't mean the old problems don't still exist. And the old problem is neither one of them could deal with where are we gonna live. She's a California girl and he's Irish from Ireland. Irish. And so, he wanted to live there and she wants to live in LA or, the surrounding. So because they're back together doesn't mean they'll stay together because the same problem still exists. Now, I understand getting back together with someone, but if you don't squash the original problem, like on the first date where you're back together, then it's still gonna awry. And she's got her daughter, Coco. Coco is now 11 years old, knows Johnny, and this has got to be confusing for Coco. And, her ex-husband, David Arquette, has gone on and gotten married, has kids, and a whole new family. And Courtney's my age, so, she might feel, a tug at her heart, like, all right, it's time for me to get back in the game, and I don't want to get in the game. I still have feelings for this guy. But Courtney, you can't raise Coco in Ireland because her dad is here. Here. And Johnny, you are a rock star. You travel the world, like probably, according to what I read, like 50% of the time, these rock stars are always out on the road and stuff. So why can't you just live in LA and just make it nice for your, Courtney and also Coco? Life and Style magazine says that Jennifer Aniston is now the one who's pushed Courtney to reunite. Not for nothing, Jennifer Aniston is not the one to take romantic advice from. I mean, no, I like Jen. I like her, but she hasn't had the best luck with men and stuff. So, but she pushed Courtney to get back together with this guy. In the meantime, hopefully in that advice, she gave the advice to Courtney, which is find out in the first date or first 3 dates what he's planning to do with his living thing, because otherwise they're gonna be back in the same thing. Geography plays a big part in relationships. I always say that, you know. You can't live, like, imagine giving up your citizenship here and moving to Ireland. It sounds romantic at first. Oh my gosh, the grass is green, the hair is red, the skin is alabaster. I'm sure the food is good. They make some good cheese over there in Ireland. However, as soon as your man goes on his tour, you're left by yourself. Now what are you gonna do? You know, there's no 7-Eleven. There's a Starbucks, I'm sure, because they're everywhere. But, you know, Courtney, proceed with caution. Okay. Are you OJ'd out?
Yes.
Like you're done?
Yes.
Well, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. There are 2 things that I always stop for on TV regarding real life people or families. One, right off the top of my head, anything Kennedy. I love it. I love it. I watch it, I love it, I love it. The other one is anything OJ, because in my mind, he did it, but I just want to see what people are gonna say, okay? Well, Martin Sheen, Charlie's father, is producing a 6-part docuseries for the ID channel, which means I'll be watching. ID. It's called OJ is Innocent. Well, now, you might not have known this, but Martin is a conspiracy theorist. And he promises to show us hard evidence to prove that OJ did not do it. And where did he get a lot of his hard evidence? Between crime watchers and also his son Charlie. Well, now. Now, you know, after midnight, you know, when Charlie's feeling nice and he calls his father, Dad, I just had this wild thought about the OJ thing. And his eyeballs are rolling around in his head, you know, and the girls are all, you know, around, and Charlie's feeling smart. So talking to his father about this. I'm going to watch this because I still believe OJ did it, but I want to laugh at how they're gonna try to say OJ didn't do it. And I know the OJ series, you know, on TV and whatnot, but I can't get enough, so I need more. Hard Evidence, OJ is Innocent, airs early next year. I'm there. I'm there. So, Empire is being sued for millions of dollars. Dumb lawsuit. But here's the deal. There's a woman named Sophia, and she's, And Sophia is claiming that Empire stole her entire life story to create the character of Cookie Lyons. Yeah. Well, no, don't look at the actuality of them looking alike or not. Just listen to what she's saying. All right, the lawsuit is claiming that Sophia says that, number one, I'm a former drug kingpin who went to jail, and so did Cookie. Number two, I put a hit out on a man, and so did Cookie. This is such a ghetto story. Number 3, you know, she says, I straightened my hair before Cookie did hers. My people. Number 4, Sophia says she's known to slap and smack people, and so does Cookie. And finally, Sophia is claiming that she is a prolific user of the words bitch and hoe, and so does Cookie. Oh wait, there's one more. Sophia's saying that she loves to wear furs and diamonds and feather boas, and so does Cookie. Okay, well, Sophia, I'm assuming you're like, Sophia, in the early 80s when crack was really prevalent, and we're assuming that's when Cookie got caught up and then locked up, you know, the character Cookie. Sophia, every 5th house on a lot of blocks in the world had a Sophia back in the early 80s. So, you know, you're wasting the judge's time, Sophia. It's a cute story, but you're not gonna win this one. And Cookie Lions, rock on. You are like a lot of women from back in that day, but no, Sophia, there's no lawsuit here. But you look cute. So, there is a new Vegas residency announced, and I'm all about it. It's the boy band Backstreet Boys. You don't care. I care. Yeah, I want it that way. And I'll tell you why. Because, first of all, I think that this is definitely gonna do well. And I bet you Jennifer Lopez and Mariah Carey and Britney are all going, damn it, man. Because they're the only guys out there right now, like, you know, these 5 guys, this is where everyone's bachelorette party will be. Yeah. Number 1. Right? Right? It's like feel-good music. It makes you feel young. Like back in the day, you go with your girls, whether it's a bachelorette party or whether it's a girls' weekend or something like that. And plus, there are 5 of them, so it's not like only one that you like there's 5 of them. I think this is terrific. It's only for a test trial, like 9 weeks. What'd you tell me? 8 weeks?
Yep.
Something like that?
9 shows.
9 shows. It'll go on longer. Their first album came out 20 years ago. The youngest member is 36, and the oldest member is 44. And they're women in that age group that just want to relive, but they want to relive with people their own age, not like a Justin Bieber. This will be a hit, I predict. Go Backstreet Boys, go. Yeah.